I just saw this advertisement for Armored Republic, who make body armor for personal protection. As far as I know, they make a solid product. And guess who they are now using as a spokesperson? Yep, Kyle Rittenhouse. So I have a question for you, Kyle. How long before you are being indicted on federal charges? Now, I know what many of you are thinking. He's just helping a body armor company sell its product. What's the harm in that? And if that's all you see, then I can understand why you feel my concerns are unwarranted. But you're not seeing the big picture. Hello out there. I am trying to get through.
With cold, blunt analysis, cradled in the warmth of reasoning, it's time for Johnny Walker Dread to straighten you out on a thing or two. Emanating all the way from exciting Las Vegas, Oklahoma, it's the Johnny Walker Dread Show.
The steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord, and he delights in his way. Though he fall, he shall not be utterly cast down. For the Lord upholds him with his hand. Mankind is not made for safety. We are built to be free, to defend ourselves and our homes, and to resist tyranny when it attacks. A man is never in the wrong place or wrong time. He is only prepared or unprepared. Our duty is to be always ready, every time, everywhere. Ready to speak, ready to stand, ready to build, and ready to fight. I'm Kyle Rittenhouse, and I'm partnering with Armored Republic to provide free men with the tools of liberty.
Wow. Very inspiring. I especially like the part about fighting tyranny. That's going to be a little of a problem. Let me explain. You have this deal going on in Texas, and the feds are going to be hunting down anyone that they see as encouraging or supporting what they feel is a rebellion. Now, I'm sympathetic to the Texas cause, don't get me wrong, but this video of mine is not about that. I'm here to talk about the future of a kid who has already tasted what it's like to be incarcerated and can't seem to learn from his experiences. Kyle is now surrounded by people who are wholeheartedly in favor of Texas, deservedly, thumbing its nose at the federal government over our ridiculous unwillingness to secure our borders. A lot of these guys have very little to lose and don't appreciate the trouble they can land themselves in. Remember January 6th? Believe me, the feds would love nothing more than to retaliate against these, let's call them patriots, and especially Kyle Rittenhouse, who will become the hood ornament of the Free Texas movement. Many of the people involved in your training exercises are big-time supporters of the Texas freedom movement, and they would love for you to take the point position for their causes. They don't understand what kind of trouble they can get you into, and many probably don't care. You can bet the feds are forming up evidence they can use to get search warrants, and they might have some already. And along comes this advertisement. I can easily see a federal judge looking this ad over and saying that this supports the DOJ's insistence that a rebellion is forming. I mean, look at it. Does this look like a homeowner protecting his family from a burglar? The actions of those in the ad are inherently offensive, not defensive. And so this ad may be what tips the scales. A federal judge could then issue a warrant, which means what? They will be monitoring everything you, Kyle, will be saying on your cell phone. And if you are seen as engaging in any kind of pro-rebellion talk, indictments could come raining down on you. And have you been known to be a little bit careless with your cell phone and text communications? Yes, I think you have been. Communication is what will make or break any movement against the feds, not guns. Despite the insistence of social media morons, the AR-15 is quite capable of fighting off the federal government if, and it's a big if, the rebel camp can communicate enough to coalesce popular support and carry out field operations. A lot of you don't understand that the feds have the capability of herding your cell phone signals onto their own cell towers, which gives them the ability to listen to everything you say. I am planning another video on the physics of communication, where I will explain why a dependence on cell phones would crush any future rebel movement, and why amateur ham radio may be a strategic weapon in the future. But that's for another day. Now, most of you are probably thinking, the feds would never go after Kyle unless they had solid evidence that he was actively planning an insurrection. I mean, that would be unfair. Yeah, okay, sure. You go on thinking that. So, Kyle, listen to me carefully. Back out of this entire ordeal. Send your compadres a text saying that you are too prominent of a person and have too much to lose to go along with whatever plans they have in store for you. Could I have this all wrong? Sure, but I don't think I do. Finally, Kyle, I don't care if you get pissed off at me for this video. I am one of the few out there that actually does care about your future, who's willing to tell you what you need to hear. Your compadres don't give a damn about you. But whatever. Like my video, subscribe to my channel.